Hi guys. Well, I came across an article today on GameSpot by a guy called Eddie Makuch, where he referenced an AMA with John Smedley. Now, John Smedley used to be the Sony Online boss, and now he's head of a studio called Pixel Magic. And he had some very interesting things to say, primarily about microtransactions. And the long and the short of it is that he said he didn't like them. Now, that's going to make a lot of people happy, me included. But the cynic in me thought, well, obviously, he's got a game coming up and he's trying to drum up some business for that. And indeed he has. He's got a game called Hero Song coming out, don't know when. Could be a while off yet because they're looking for $800,000 on Kickstarter. So part of the reason why he's out there and, making himself available is to drum up a bit of interest for that game and also drum up some money for it. But, I haven't got a problem with that. And he's actually said some very interesting and enlightening things. As I say, a lot of people like me have been moaning about microtransactions for some time, but we're just gamers, we're not people in the industry. And we can only talk about microtransactions in the way they affect us. We can't really talk about how they affect the developers. So it's really interesting when you hear somebody like John Smedley saying stuff like this. There will be zero selling of any microtransactions in any Pixel Magic game, including Hero Song. So, no power-ups will ever be sold, period. Earn it. Now, I like to hear that. It's taken us back to the time when you actually played through a game and if you wanted to get extra power-ups and so on and so forth, you had to work for it. You had to play the game. And it was part of the game. If you just bung some cash at it and have the things that you would otherwise have to unlock, kind of defeats the object. And he actually goes further. He goes on to say, I don't like microtransactions because I worked on too many games with them. They change the feeling of development to one where you feel like you have to worry about the business instead of the gameplay. That leads to tons of compromises. I hated that. Well, I've long suspected that was a problem for developers, but maybe other people have said it, I don't know, but I've never heard anyone say something like that before. And it's really refreshing to hear someone coming out with that. And it's really enlightening as well, because I suspect he's not the only one who feels that way. So maybe the business people need to take a step back, let the developers get on with it, let them make the game. Stop worrying about microtransactions and trying to monetize every last little bit of a game. You heard it from the horse's mouth here. This guy's no little shrimp in the community. This guy used to be head of Sony Online. So hopefully he knows what he's talking about. And obviously there'll be different views within the industry, but it's nice to hear someone who's high up saying something, so enlightening and so refreshing for someone out there like me who is frankly sick, sorry and tired of the sight of microtransactions. So John Smedley, give yourself a pat on the back. You've made my day. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Short one. I will speak to you guys again soon. Bye.